Hi, this is Ogi with 4Kshooters.net. I'm at BSC Expo 2019. I'm at the Holdan stand with Dan, who has some really exciting news about some new SYRP products.
Hi Ogi, how you doing? Not too bad. Yeah, we've just got the distribution for SYRP. So what's exciting about that is that they've just launched some new products. So we're the first to see these in the UK. So there's what people know SYRP for is motion control. They did the original Genie, which a lot of people that are into time-lapse will know about, controlled the cameras and linear motion and pan and tilt motion with the Genie Minis. But they have some new motion control products. That is the Genie II Linear and the Genie II Pan and Tilt. So in a nutshell, these are faster, stronger, they can take more payloads, much better suited to real-time motion video.
I remember the original SYRP products, and they were mostly targeting time-lapse kind of photographers, but this new kit is also very good for real-time video.
Yeah, exactly. So for time-lapse, it doesn't really matter how slow you go. The nature of time-lapse is you want to have very slow movement. This still does that, obviously, just as well as the original Genie. But with this one, you've also got better functionality for real-time movement within video. So sort of bounce-back shots, things like that, almost like second cameraman type features. It's faster. It takes more weight than the original Genie. There's a newly developed app as well, and all of the Genies sync up. So if you do a movement from end to end with a pan and tilt, these things kind of talk to each other, and the whole movement gets synced. So you can create some really nice, dramatic kind of either real-time motion or time-lapse effects.
Okay, and what would be some of the cameras that people can potentially use with this kit?
Well, you can use literally any camera that shoots video. The payload for the actual Genie is 7.6 kilos on the linear, side to side, so you can put a 7.6 kilo weight on that, and it still functions perfectly well. With the pan and tilt, it's 6 kilos, so yeah.
Okay, great. And I see here a setup with the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera, and
so you've got the Pocket Cinema camera in a cage with an additional battery. At the moment, this is just running with the pan and tilt head because I want to show you their other new product, which is the Magic Carpet Pro, which is their far more professional slider solution.
Okay, let's check that out then.
So people might be familiar with the original Magic Carpets. You had the original Magic Carpet, which was like a low-cost entry-level slider. Then they brought out the Magic Carpet Carbon Fiber, which was incredibly lightweight, and the good thing about that is it's infinitely extendable. This is also infinitely extendable. This is the Magic Carpet Pro. Now this is a complete redesign of their Magic Carpet product, in that it's designed for a much more professional user. You've got a 32 kilogram payload. You've got this extremely robust aluminium tubing that the truck sits upon. You've got quick release mechanisms all throughout the unit, and you've also got some other really unique features. So it's one of the very few sliders on the market that has an integrated flywheel. To those who aren't familiar with sliders, the flywheel is basically a big metal counterweight that creates inertia, which kind of makes the slider easier to push and gives you a nice ease in, ease out. You can engage that by just pressing the flywheel button. Other flywheel systems have belt drives, and the flywheel is either on one end or the other, which means you've got to configure this belt, which obviously if you had to do that with a system that was infinitely extendable would be a real issue. Plus it's more setup time, and you can get wobble from the belt and the flywheel turning. So having the flywheel underneath the unit is a really great thing. So I've engaged that now, and you'll see if I push it and I stop pushing, you get a nice slow stop to the movement. You wouldn't get that with a slider without a flywheel. Three-axis motion control with this what's called the medium short track Magic Carpet, which is one section of short track, one section of long track, which built up gives you this long track, is 2,995 plus VAT, which is pretty exceptional considering you've got not only a sort of a world-class slider, but you've also got now 3-axis motion control built into that. You also have quick release mechanisms on everything, which is one of the nicest things about it. To take the whole Genie setup off, I can just literally go like that. And then when I'm ready to go, I can drop it in. And I don't have to press any buttons, it's all just one hand. And then I'm locked. Same thing with the Genie Pan and Tilt. Again, quick release mechanism. Just press this red button in. Yeah, I'm out. And I'm in. It makes everything very easy to set up and put away.
Thank you for that, Dan. That was very helpful. I see that you have this mounted on a couple of Manfrotto tripods.
Yeah.
What are some of the mounting options that people have?
Well, you can mount it on the floor on a desk because you have these feet, and like all of the kind of components of the Magic Carpet, it's toolless, so you don't have to carry around Allen keys or screwdrivers or anything like that. You've got these levers to release the legs, and these can be set at intervals with markers to show you where you are. So you can put it on the floor, or you can put it on tripods, or you can put it on light stands. And like I say, infinitely extendable. This is how you would extend the track. You've got these, again, toolless little levers here. You put in some extensions, you just put in some more track pipe, and you just go as long as you want. There's literally no limit. The only limit is that you've got to support it along its length.
Brilliant. Looks very useful and very easy to do. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Enjoy BSC.
Thanks a lot.